afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. Chris Dennis here, putting specialist and short game performance coach. So it's been a while since I put a video on. Obviously we've been in lockdown, there's not been much going on with golf, but now the season's soon upon us, the 29th. I thought we'd get back in here, start to give some tips on what you need to do to be ready when we get to the season. So today what we're looking at is I've got the new number 10 2 ball, and I've also got a Ping Heppler ZB3, but today what we're talking through is, I know a lot of people will have a little bit more money, they'll be looking at new clubs when they're coming into the season. Obviously there'll be a lot of fittings when we get straight back into it. But obviously putters, a lot of people just buy them off the rack. Obviously if you're a higher handicapper, you get told, oh, you need a face balance because it's more forgiving. You also need a mallet because it's more forgiving. Stay away from the blade. A lot of you will go out, you'll buy a mallet, you'll not really like it, but that's what you're being told that you need, or that's what you've seen online, and then you'll go for that. Not putt great, and then it becomes, right, I need another new putter before the end of the season. So the biggest thing I want to talk through, first of all, is before going for a fitting, I would highly recommend you go and see a pro, whether it's a putting specialist who's near you or a pro. Get some tips, first of all, on how to set up correctly. Again, there's videos on here on the channel from earlier on that will tell you how to check your posture and get into a good posture. The reason being is I have people come for a fitting, and nothing against it, obviously they want a new putter, but the technique's not great. So I can stand there all day and fit you to a putter, then you might have a lesson a week after and your stroke's totally different and a different putter would suit you. So understanding what your setup is, if you're going to have a lesson on putting, have the lesson first, then potentially look at a new putter. And then it's going to be a lot easier for you, and it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run of buying 2 putters, selling a putter, getting another putter. So here we've got 2 totally different putters, so face balanced, and we've got a putter here, the Heppler, with a lot of toe hang. So again, this is a myth and a fact that people get told if you've got a big arc, you'll need something with a lot of toe hang so the putter face will close. If you have more of a straight back, straight through, people tell you to get a face balanced putter. And it's very much a myth. You've got to like the putter over the ball to start with, so if you don't like something that's face balanced, you don't like the hosel, it's going to be very hard to be consistent and putt well. Also, it's simply a myth. It's depending on what you do with your stroke. For example, for myself, I have a very big arc, but as you will know, I use a Rossi, which is a face balanced putter, and I putt really well with that. If you give me a blade, I'm still not bad, but I'm probably not as consistent as I am with a face balance. But if I went to see someone, or if I looked online, it'd be telling me that I should have a toe hang, something like this Heppler putter. So making sure, getting some data to start with and seeing what your stroke's doing, what would suit you, is part of a fitting. We need to know what you are doing. But again, like I've said earlier, look at a lesson first so you know what your technique is, then we can fit a putter correctly to obviously a consistent putting stroke. So I'm going to load this up now. We're going to start with a face balance putter. So we're going to start with this new number 10 2 ball. I'll load that up onto Capto. We're going to hit 3 strokes with each. We're going to look at the numbers and see which one will be more consistent for myself. I'm going to say that I think the number 10 will come out more consistent. I don't necessarily like the look over it. I don't like the grip either. So I wouldn't necessarily go for this, but it might give me the best numbers, and I know that I'll need a face balanced putter. So let's load that up and we'll go from there. So first up, like I said, I've loaded up here the 2 ball number 10, the new putter. So one of the things here is we're going to start to see patterns, and this is why I say it's better to have a lesson before, get your numbers, know what your patterns are. So when you come in and test putters, you know if that's your normal pattern, then from there you can pick a putter that matches your pattern. So obviously then we're going to be more consistent, we're going to get the one that best suits that pattern. So I know for myself, my path normally works a little bit out to the right, and then from there it's making sure that I'm letting that putter close to get it to start on line. So I've took my time, I've lined the ball up. I'm going to line each of the balls up and take it like I would be on the course if I had this for a par or for a birdie, more than likely a bogey. But take my time, line it up, and then go through my routine. So I'm going to come in here now. So a good putt, just short, so I'll move that one out of the way. Again, pattern-wise there, it has worked out 1.8 degrees to the right, face is slightly open, but I've got a good tempo on there. I'm slightly hitting up, and I've taken a little bit of loft off. This putter is slightly short for me, so it is showing that the toe is slightly in the air, but I'm not too worried about that whilst I'm trying to hit these putts. I know that myself. So that is something to watch out for when you do go for a fitting, making sure they've got the right length to start with. It's a bit of a pet hate of mine when brands now are sending putters out. They often send them at 34 inches. I'm only 6 foot, but that's still too small for me. I would like to have 35 or longer. So it's making sure you're trying the putter you're going to buy as well. So again, good roll there. Path there, slightly out to the right. But the biggest thing there for me was the putter face was open. So great tempo, one of the best tempos I've had in a long time. Slightly hitting up on the ball, taking a little bit of loft off. So the reason why I missed there, nice and easy, the face was open. So one of the things I have as a tendency is not to let my right hand release, which leaves the putter face open. But if I'm going there, if I have now a good result, have a good feel, I like the look of the putter, I'm getting those tempo numbers, then it's a putter that I'm going to seriously consider. I know my tendency is to leave it out to the right, but that's more technique work than relying on a putter to do that work. You know, you can say, oh, well, you could get a toe hang putter and that'll do the work for you, but if I still do the same motion, the putter's still going to be open. So, last one here now. Again, make sure it's lined up. Oh, it tried its best. So path out to the right. And again, face slightly open. So yes, it missed left. That was a little bit more of the mat. But again, I've hit up. Tempo's pretty good. I've not lost much energy, but I haven't holed any of those. Yes, I can put it down to a little bit of the mat not being rolled and not being used for the last 3 months, but still the same tendency. Path out to the right, face open, which I know is technique, but let's see out of interest, what's the difference when we switch over to the Heppler putter, which has the most toe hang. So if you do go for a putter fitting, the ping putters, I'm not pushing ping putters, I'm just saying they're adjustable. So if you go somewhere and they've got ping putters, if they say they haven't got the size in the Odyssey that you like, ask them to use the ping, adjust the length, and then you can get a feel of how 35 inches work. It might not be obviously the same putter or same design, but you'll be able to see how your numbers will change. So let's switch that over now. We'll get the Heppler in and we'll just change that on there and we'll get going. So we've quickly changed over there, and I have also lengthened this one now, so we've just talked about that. These putters are adjustable, so I can get it to 35 inch, and that's the thing. It's going to be slightly unfair because now this is the right length for me compared to the shorter putter, but again, a pet hate. If they send them with a different length, then it's much easier. I know obviously here we've had to stock some putters, mainly unless you request that they send 34 inch. I sound very against it, but again, we want to give you the best fitting, have the putter that you want potentially in stock or something very similar, so we can give you the best chance of being fitted correctly. So let's see. Obviously, I said at the start of this, I think that the Odyssey might be the best for me, but I didn't hole any out of the 3, so let's see. So again, a good roll there. First one hold, 4th time's a charm. So pretty good. It rolled very good. It felt obviously totally different. This face is a lot harder than the Odyssey. I didn't mind that, but path still out to the right there. Tempo is good. Face there was open by 0.4 from setup. So it has improved it. So having that toe hang, or whether it's me just trying to adjust and feel more release, it has done that. Tempo is good, we're hitting slightly up, we've taken a little bit of loft off, and it's saying that now actually this might be a little bit too long, it's now gone a little bit toe down. Again, that's maybe how I sit the putter, because I'm used to using the Rossi. Not a great putt at all. But if we look at that, tempo was very good. I've hit up, I've taken a little bit of loft off. Face had no change whatsoever, and the path was actually into out by 0.1. So we've gone from being 1 to 2 degrees out to the right with the Odyssey to pretty straight here. We was only 1 out to the right last time, and now it's more neutral. So this could be convincing me to change putter. So in again. So again, good roll. So path there, again, path was a lot more neutral, but face there was open, okay? So the ball didn't roll as good as the other two, but the face there was open. So it's been better on 2 putts, it's still been open on 1, but the path has also improved by using a more toe hang putter. So for me there, it's a good test to do because obviously it's coming to the season. I might change putters, you might change putters, but doing this and hitting some putts and finding out what suits your stroke. I know what my stroke tendencies are, so again, if you go for a lesson, you'll know what yours are. And then from there, we're able to then hit some putts and figure out which putter style is going to suit you best. So I'm definitely going to be in the next couple of weeks trying a few more putters out, some blade putters, more toe hang putters with different hosels, and start to see if that's going to improve my putting even more. Again, it's one of my strengths, but if we can get something fitted that helps it improve even slightly, we're going to hold more putts. That's going to make up for the balls I lose off the tee, hopefully. So, although I do have a new driver as well. So, hopefully that's helped you guys. Hopefully that's given you an idea of what you need to do when you go for a fitting. Again, you'll have had a lesson, you'll know your tendencies, and you can go in there with a bit more knowledge of what you're looking for, what you need to try to start to balance that up. And again, having data is going to help you with that decision. A lot of people, old school people, will just go, well, you just pick something up, if it feels all right, it's good. I mean, that's the saying. You could say that with anything. If you pick a driver up and it looks nice, if it has an extra stiff shaft and you're swinging at 78 miles an hour, it's not going to be any good. Same with a putter. If you pick something up, it's not going to necessarily be suited to your stroke. You're not going to hold more putts, and you're just spending £300 nowadays for no apparent reason. So hopefully that's helped you. I'll be back again on Sunday. We will be doing, and I will be back with a golf in 99 seconds. So we're going to be out doing some chipping, something that you can do in the garden or in the house, not with real golf balls, to start getting your tempo ready for when we get back out onto the golf course on the 29th. One other thing to mention is we've got a big series, or I've got a big series, coming up with James Robinson. So we are looking to play some of the best courses in the country, do some more course vlogs, play some matches, hopefully get some subscribers involved if you're in the area of where we're playing, and just get out there and show you some more course management stuff. So keep an eye out for that, guys, and as for now, I'll see you on Sunday.